Hi, hello. So I'm sat here trying to do some filming today, and it's gloriously sunny outside. But gloriously sunny when you're trying to film some stuff, I mean, it is what it is. Welcome anyway to my now video blog style, newsletter. Oh Christ. What I'm going to tell you straight away for this week is that my brain has not been functioning very well this week. And this is why we are running on all of the coffee known to man. But let me tell you what's been going on this week. It's been quite a busy week. It's always a busy week. I don't know why I'm even going to say that. See what I mean? Seriously. Yeah, this week's been great. And it's all been about creating. Oh, that smells nice. Oh, that's lovely. It's my daughter's. It's been all about creating stuff and finding ways to make everything as simple as possible and better than I've been doing it. And that's not a criticism of what I do. It's not a criticism of the spaces like the Happy Me project that I have. It's just trying to find, we got to evolve, right? We've got to all evolve and change and do things. So I have been working on something. Look how exciting it looks. What I do when I'm creating is I just scribble all over stuff. I'm usually on the floor as we are now, and I need to get creative when I'm thinking about things. So creative to me is I have to use my hands and I have to do things. And so what we've created, and I say we because I'm working with the incredible Charlotte, who is a business strategist, and we're looking at ways to make everything more, I was going to say more better. Jesus Christ, Holly, to make things better. I'm just going to slow down today. I'm going to have to find a way to, so that my brain is functioning correctly. What we've decided to do, what we have created after our lovely chat yesterday, is that we're going to create within the membership. So my membership, the Happy Me Project membership, which I'm sure and I hope that you have seen me talking about before if you are not already in there. And the Happy Me Project has been running for 4 years. It's ace, right? I love it. It's a great space. One of the things that we really recognize is that it can be, because we've done so much stuff in there. We've had so many amazing sessions, guest experts. We've got a ton of fantastic stuff, but actually a ton of anything can feel just a bit too overwhelming, right? And I know some of you will have potentially felt that. You've maybe looked at the membership and thought, I just don't know where I would start, and that maybe feels just like another thing. And I don't want it to feel like another thing, because I actually know that when you join the membership, it will be the thing that helps you to not feel like you're spinning out. But I need to find a way to, when you're overwhelmed and stressed out and feeling all those things, help you to see that, because I get it, right? I am you. I say this a lot, but I am you. I feel the same things. We are all humans. And so I recognize it may well overwhelm me as well. So that's no good, right? So what we're working on is looking at the three. We've kind of come up with three, because I think it's there's three things, generally speaking, people come to me for, or the points that they come to me on. And these are these three things. And I'm going to share this with you because you guys are in a circle, right? And it's not like out in the world yet, but you're the inner circle. So these are the three things. People come to me because they feel lacking in confidence. I'm going to read you what I wrote actually, because that will help. So these are the three boxes, and probably you'll see yourself in this, right? I guarantee you will, right? That's probably why you're here, for one of these buckets. Number one is those that doubt themselves. So they talk of imposter syndrome, low self-esteem, fear of being their most authentic self, loads of doubt, all the doubt in themselves and lack of confidence. That's bucket one. There's no particular order. Bucket two is those that are in the I don't know what the fuck to do next category. Those that feel stuck, like they've hit a brick wall. They'll say they feel lost, they've forgotten who they are. They never knew who they were. They don't know who they are. They just don't know what their next step should be. They feel that limbo. Ugh, it's horrible, right? You feel like you've just been spinning, and then you like wake up one day. Sometimes it's because something happens in your life and you're like, I don't know what to do next, and I don't even know who I am, and I don't even know what I like, and right? There's loads of times that happens in our life. Sometimes it's an age thing, we hit 30, 40, 50, 60, and we're like, that age gives us a jolt. Or maybe it's that you have a relationship breakup, or a job loss, or your kids leave home, or your kids go to school for the first time, and it just jolts us into the reality that our life is happening now. And that can feel scary when we aren't doing the things or feeling the way that we want to be feeling and doing, right? So that's bucket two. Number three is those that feel, and these are very closely linked, those that feel overwhelmed, stressed out, plates spinning all over the goddamn place, trying to do everything, trying to be everything. And they're, essentially those are the ones that probably don't end up coming into the membership because actually they're already spinning plates and they worry that it's just going to be another thing that they forget to do, right? And I get this 100% because I've probably not joined spaces that would have benefited me because I felt overwhelmed. And there's a few spaces that I have been in where I've went, yeah, that's great and that's doing it well. And there have been many where I've thought, yeah, they don't get it. So I want you to understand that I get it and you probably fit in those spaces. And so what we're creating now, what I'm creating now is a pathway for each of those buckets. So that when you join the membership, you identify with probably one of those and you go, right, I'm going to go down the I doubt myself and I'm lacking in confidence route pathway. And within that pathway, when you join the membership, I'll essentially funnel you down some support for that initially. That's not to say you can't go down any of the other buckets, because you might think, Holly, my friend, I'm an all three bucket kind of gal. I'm a 2 bucket kind of gal. Is this somehow going to sound rude? I don't know. I'm just playing this out more. I think we're all right. I think we're safe. I just felt like somehow this is going to go to a dark place. You know, when I just keep talking and then I realise that could be bad. No, it's all good. But you might realise that you sit in more than one bucket. That's okay. I don't want you to do everything and be everything. That's just too much at one go for you, right? You're already feeling those things. So I would have you go through one pathway and guide you with some early wins so that I can give you the real basic stuff for whatever the thing is, the challenge that you are facing. And then you're obviously in the membership and you'll get the live coaching and you can dip into anything you want essentially. But what I don't want is you to come into the membership and just feel like, whoa, there's so much, because there's so much there for you, but so much can feel like too much, can't it? So I don't want that. So my battery went dead because I was like danger mouse, just trying to get it done. And then it doesn't last forever. So you have to plug just a tip from me. You have to plug your phone in when the battery thing is on 1%. Okay. Anyway, what I was saying is mostly I've been working on all of that stuff. It's been Neurodiversity Celebration Week, so an amazing panel. What else has been going on? Tapping in London once more up in the Battersea Tower. Why today? Why? Why is my brain not connected to my mouth? It just reminded me of that. What was that song that we used to have when we were younger? The something bones connected to the shin bone. Well, yeah, the knee bones to connected to the shin bone or whatever. Maybe you don't remember it. What was that? That was some skeleton song anyway. Oh, shush! Stop talking, Holly! Stop talking. What else? And family stuff this week. We've had some challenging stuff this week, which obviously won't share all of the stuff with you, but it has been a real challenge. Lots of emotional stuff with my kids this week. Yeah, we have to navigate that stuff just because, you know, and maybe when you see people online, when we see people that have businesses and that kind of thing, it's easy to forget the other stuff, isn't it? Especially when I am an upbeat kind of person. That doesn't mean that there aren't moments when I'm really sad and stressed and crying, and those moments might be 2 seconds after this video. Please never forget that. You know, I genuinely am an optimistic person. I have a fairly good bounce back rate, but that does not mean that some days aren't shit. Right, and maybe your week's felt a little bit like that. I don't know, maybe it has. And if it has, I'm sending you loads of love, because it is hard being an adult. It is hard to navigate all the things that we've got, and it feels a lot like there is more and more of those things being added to our list, which is why my focus this week has been on how can I make my work feel less overwhelming and easier for you to get involved in so that I can help. That's what I want to do. I want to help us to all navigate that stuff. And I've been working on this stuff for a very, very long time now. I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with how our minds work and how can we cheat sheet and hack being an adult. Because some of it's well boring. You can let me know what's your least exciting thing being an adult. Because there's a lot, isn't there? Taking the bins out, washing, endless washing of things, dishes, clothes, surfaces, bedding. I hate with a deep passion changing the beds. It's just awful. And I know I'm very, very lucky. We are so lucky that we get to change a bed. I get that. I do. And I use that as my reminder. I'm lucky enough that I get to change a bin, which means I had a full bin, which means I had stuff, I had food, I had, things to put in the bin. So I'm dead lucky. And I remind myself that. But some days, some moments are just really a bit crappy, aren't they? On that lovely note, your peppy pep talk from Holly. What else has been going on? I think that, this week it's felt like a bit of a blur, but the sun has been out, which is very, very important. And it's felt like I've had some space to breathe and create some lovely stuff for you. And I've had some amazing messages saying lots of you join the Happy Me Project membership, which is just incredible, because my point being, as I said before, once I get you in there, I can help. I can't help if you're running around out there doing whatever you're up to, which is probably wonderful, right? But I can't help as much. I can give the stuff out on the internet and on this newsletter and all of that. But also, if you want the real cookies and the real stuff that is going on in the membership, because I'm only one person, and so that's why I got to have a focus, and my focus is on my team in there. And I'd like you to be in there. So if you're not already, come on in. Come on in. And that is it for this week. Please let me know if you enjoy these more chatty. I mean, they're going to be a little bit insane. I mean, I'm trying to just keep them as normal as possible in terms of normal me. Not what is normal. I don't know what is regarded normal. But I'm trying to keep them as just not editing them too much, except when my phone dies, so that you can see what what you're getting into here. All right. If you don't like it, that's fine. I won't judge you. I definitely won't judge you. I get it. But if you do, and you think, you know what, actually, I maybe could learn from this person. I have a ton of knowledge. I know this video is probably not, it's not really necessarily selling me on the knowledge front, because today is a day when brain and mouth are not connecting in a way that would be useful for anybody. But that's because I'm in creative mode, right? I'm doing and I'm learning and doing things. So sometimes that means that my brain is so bouncy, my mouth just cannot catch up. And that's where we're at. But I look forward to seeing you next week. I hope you're fabulous. Be kind to yourself. Go and get outside in the sun if there's any sun where you are. And drink that water. Go on. Also, if you are a person that doesn't like being told what to do, don't you dare drink that water. See what I did there? Peace.